to tell you a story here in a minute. Everybody likes a good story. Well, you'll look, you see 2 piles of rock. 2 piles. I ordered 1 pile. Yeah, I paid for 2. Yeah, I paid for 2. I'll tell you how it worked out. I called this morning to the place I got rock yesterday. That's that pile on the other side over there. And the guy said he didn't know if he could get to me or not, but he would let me know. Okay, good. That's good. Let me know. This got a lot more fine stuff. Daniel said he likes the fine stuff in the rock. The other turned out to have plenty of it in it too. But anyway, so I sat a couple of hours down here in the word, so I said, you know, I'm going to try to check somebody else, because Dan wanted to load a rock here when he got home if he could get it put out. And this is going to be where the porch is at, you know, trying to bring it up even with that slab. So, long story short, the guy never called me back, so I checked around. I found another supplier, a lady over at Splendor named Jenna. So she could have me a load here this afternoon. You know, I said, well, keep me. I said, okay, I made a deal with her. I said, okay, good. Bring it to me. I'll be watching. Let me know when he's coming. So I text the guy back I talked to earlier, said, I don't need it. I've got some. I found some. I'm good. We don't need it. That's pretty plain. Still no word from him. So I get a message from the lady at about 3:20. She said he's in the area. He'd be there about 3:30. All right. I come out here, show him where to dump it. Come out and show him where to put it. Well, it's a guy that I didn't know who he worked for. You know, different truck than what it was yesterday. And he didn't speak English. And I said, put it here, and I handed him the money that I agreed with, you know, with Jenna on. And I tell he may not speak English, but he can count money. He can count money. And he looked at me like, you know, because I paid a little extra yesterday. And I said, Jenna told me, and I told him the price, $4.50. So he calls his boss, and his boss will speak to him. He speaks English. Different guy than I talked to earlier. And I said, you guys with Jenna? And I said, she said $4.50. So he says, let me speak to the driver. I guess he told the driver to take the money and get out of there. So anyway, he took it and started driving away. So I go down to get the mail. I'm still in the dark. This guy don't tell me who he's with or what. Okay, fine. I get down to the mailbox, and there sits another dump truck from Jenna. Yeah. And I said, Bud, I am so sorry. I said, the guy just dumped a load up there, and I thought he was from y'all's place. And this guy speaks English. He said, no, sir. He said, we have this happen sometimes on some of these jobs. And I said, well, I showed him my text. As you can see, he never told me different. I told him here I had rock coming. And I said, look, I don't have no more cash on me. I can write you a check, or you can take it back with you. That's going to be up to you. He said, we'll take a check tomorrow. He said, I live 40 miles from here. You knew who I was. And I said, all right. So we got 2 loads. Anyway, it turned out okay. It's more rock we wanted, but we'll use it on the driveway. And she said, we'll put some out here in this dirt. When it dries out, it'll be all dusty every time somebody pulls in. And he'll finish doing what he's doing here, and then we'll have some. Yeah, we'll have quite a bit left over. And he can use some on the driveway too. Dan does a good job. Yeah, look at that highway out there. Now, this is the part he did yesterday. And he'll finish that up for work today. He said this over he's using right now has a whole lot more ground up concrete. This had a lot of rock, but it also had a lot of ground up stuff too. That has more of the other. But he said it still works out good. Easy to work. Well, big rain here today, guys. It rained hard, it lightened, it thundered. Wasn't no wind. The lightning was close. I guarantee you hit a tree right or somewhere and just cracked when it hit. Me and Buster was out here on the mule and was inside the carport. Buster, he hunkered down beside me. He hunkered down. See the porch. The house would go back 8 foot past that slab over here. And the slab, that's 14, that's 22 feet. And we got 2 foot here in the front, still part of the house. There's a 6 foot porch where reach over where that concrete is, where that chair is at, the full length. So most all this is gonna be under the porch, but it'll be a good foundation for the porch and the house too. The builder he liked this idea here. He said, it's gonna be nice to build off of this, to level off of this. You know, it's be easy. They'll set up along here on the slab. It's already level, flat, and they'll level all of this to it. You know, their blocks and stuff to this right here. This little bare space you see between where the porch would be and that other concrete, we'll form it out eventually. Maybe not right away. And come straight down to here, at least the end of the house, and put concrete in that too. Probably all the way up to the slab right here, this concrete here. That'd be part of our patio in the front. That'll all become part of the patio, along with this part right here. In the backyard, we have a back porch, which we're hoping that the lady can come up with a good sized porch. That's all we'll have in the back, just be a porch with steps or a ramp, whatever. But all the patio stuff and relaxation and stuff, kick it back, will be out here in the front. All these big shade trees. It's always cool out here. Now, dead of winter, we may be on the back porch, get that sunshine. Yeah, dead of winter. Well, look who come to visit the pawpaw. You know, Seamus. You made her to hang out with the pawpaw. Yeah. That old big boy. It's gonna be your new home over here, buddy. Get used to it. Now, I know you're already used to it. You come out and sleep on the steps of that camper every day. And sometimes out here on the concrete, it's cool over here. I know you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, Buster gonna love his buddy. Gonna love his old buddy cat. Jill dropped the babies off. I may get them on video here in a little bit. Coda Bear and Carly, and they're all excited. Mom's gonna have a little baby sister here tomorrow, if not before. And they're gonna stay here until it's all said and done. And they also brought their 2 dogs. Now that has caused our dogs to bark, 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 bark. But Jill said if they left them there where they live in you know, house is right on top of each other, those dogs would bark constantly if they're not there. And the neighbors would be all upset. So that's fine, they can bark over here. Anyway, the little girls are here until Jill has the baby and gets to come home. The doctor said they possibly would keep her a couple of days, maybe longer, but maybe a couple of days. And Dusty's taking off, so he'll be with her. And we've got the girls. He's got all he's going to put, I guess, in here, and he's going to just kind of spread that out, and all that dirty area where we all got tore up that big truck. Had the big dumpster, tore that big hole. We dumped that in a hole where that guy dug it all out with that dumpster. Dan's gonna fill all that in, spread some of it all out in that dirt area over there. So probably at some point, that's where most people will be parking, is on that side over there when they come to visit or whatever, eventually. But anyway, until then. Well, look at you, look at here in the back, what at me. Hey, little boy. That's kind of hard on the ears. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to your pawpaw, reaching here trying to get your pawpaw? I see you. A lot of nights he stays in, him and Seamus, him and Roman and Mick, about the three that, sometimes simple, but those three normally come in at night. Yeah, I wake up 4:30 or 5 every morning, and I can't sleep past that, so I get up and usually start the coffee pot, and while I'm waiting on that, I kick back on the couch, on the recliner on the couch, just kind of kick back, and it's always no fail. This guy will come, get up there and start messing with me. Sit up on the arm of the chair, picking at me, trying to pull my face, pull my arm, pull my shirt. He's always got to do something to me. And I'll love on him, and that just opens the door. Once you love on him, it's on. It's gonna be all love in. Just bury his little face right into you. Just bury it. Push as hard as you can. I love him. All right, Dan said that's it, Dad. Got it down. It's good. Looks good. I'll spread this out a little bit, just to shovel it off the side, off that slab tomorrow. He may pull it off before he leaves, but if not, I'll take that shovel off there. And I'll take the blower blowing off good and clean. Good and clean. All right, guys, we'll call it a day out here. All right, guys, my chore this morning, it'll be simple. I'll get my tractor, come around, I'm gonna try to get these in a bucket, that chunk there and these two chunks over here, and all these little chunks out of the way. And we're waiting on if we can get another load of rock today. Dan said to have him put it right there in that low place. And he can shovel it up and go up in here and build this up where the porch is going to be, the edge of the house and the porch, from that corner yonder all the way out. And like he did that side of where it brought it up pretty well even. And make it a lot better foundation for the house to sit on with that rock than on just on that dirt. Because if we do get water underneath the house, you're not gonna have water moving that rock around. It might move sand and dirt around and get your blocks uneven or whatever. But anyway, we're waiting to see if we can get a load. I'm gonna get my tractor to move this stuff first so they can dump it right there, and Dan can work it this afternoon. He does good work with his tractor. He knows all about how to do that stuff, and I always pick on him for, going to work, and he has an office job, but his part of his job is to go out and check on these jobs to make sure they're, on their time limits, and they got enough crews and they got all the equipment they need. And he goes all over the state of Texas, and other places too, North Carolina and all kinds of places at different times, checking on different jobs. But a lot of those jobs he goes out, he plays. He checks on them, everything, and there'll be lunchtime, whatever. He'll get on a dozer or something and play with it a little bit, work it a little bit of stuff, track hose, tractors, whatever. And he's really got a lot of knowledge from doing that stuff. And he's teaching Bree. Old Bree's pretty good with it too. And she get on a tractor and does pretty good work too. But anyway, I'm gonna get this stuff moved. So if they bring a load of rock, it won't be in the way, and it won't be in Dan's way this afternoon when he starts trying to spread this stuff out. Okay. It's about to rain, so I don't know if that's gonna mess us up on getting another load. I've got that concrete moved. The smaller chunks I took back to the crossing. Bigger chunks I shoved over where Dan put them other big chunks, and he can move them later. Uh, Trying to get another load of rock. The guy we had yesterday, he's booked up today. And another place I've called, I'm waiting to see when they deliver. They can bring up the load, but they don't know exactly when. She's checking. But if it starts raining, they may not bring it at all today. So we'll just wait and see. You hear the thunder in the background. It's a little misty rain now. So starts raining, I'll just go in the house. Go in the house. I'm not gonna work out in the rain. My boys are tired. They're tired, Papa. So anyway, I'm just waiting right now for an answer. I guess she's checking to see weather, or maybe they got an available truck. What? Okay. All right. She's gonna try to make it today. So I ain't got up here and talk to her. Okay. What do you think, Widow? What are you thinking, baby boy? What do you say? Ah, Pawpaw, I love my Pawpaw. Buster and Seamus, all sitting here having our coffee. Well, I'm having my coffee. They're just sitting here. I see Jake's dog gathering up on Bree's front porch. Yeah. All quiet on the farm, guys. I don't see nobody stirring nowhere. The animals are out stirring. I gotta go out and feed up, let my guys out. It's gonna be raining today. You see it's already clouding up. Just get that dark look. Give you a quick view of what we got done yesterday. You see all this. G says spread some of that in there where all that dirt that guy bogged down that truck, tore all that wire, so Dan spread all that rock out and did. So it's probably good I got 2 loads and got this done over here. Turn around. This here will be where the porch is going to be. That's crushed concrete. It's really crushed down into almost a powder. It will harden up. It'll get good and hard. It's crushed better than the other, but it still will work good. Dan said it'd be great for foundation for that porch and stuff. So we got it going pretty good. All right, this is who I got working with me today. She said, I'll go for Pawpaw to feed up. Is that what you want to do?
Mine was telling me was going.
Okay. Good morning, Ivy. Good morning, Miracle. Good morning, Goats. Good morning, Gidget. Don't you dare get mad. Don't you? He said, Pawpaw, there's some dogs on the back patio making too much noise. I know, baby. They're not our dogs. That's Dustin and Jill's dogs. They're only here for a couple of days. Okay? You can deal with that. What is it? Oh, look at them shoes and look at those socks. And we're going to go where? Go for a ride? Is that what you want?
Yes.
Yep.
And look at my
I see your dress. Oh, my Lord. Look at these princess dresses, these princess shoes. And we fed up. Fixing to rain. Look how dark it is right yonder. We're going to go real fast, okay? She wants to go for a quick ride. Ben's going to come out and unload this trailer. It'll be out of the rain, underneath the shed. And then I can get that trailer out of there and I move my work table inside. Hang on. Yeah, wait, right here. Little cloud yonder. It's going to be, that's rain there. Not so bad over this way. I don't know which way it's going. We hear thunder, can't we? All right. Clouds, yes. Yeah, look pretty dark yonder, baby. Pretty doggone dark. But she wants to ride real quick, so I gotta go. Gotta go. We're going to stay on the field. We're not going in the back. We're not gonna go in the back. I'm not gonna do a lot today. I'm gonna do some work on the back patio, clean up the back patio. You having fun? Hey, this fun? Yeah. I'm gonna clean up the back patio. We've got a little stroke in the last few days. That's not taking time to clean it and do stuff. Got to catch you up on it this morning, but I'll be out of the rain. And Ben will be in the barn, so I'll be good. See the cows all the way up over there. Alright, we better go home before we get wet, okay? Yeah, let's go home before we get wet. Yeah, I think it's drifted this way, away from us. I don't think it's coming toward us. Not right now. It's going that way, I think. It's clear back over toward the house. Not clear, but you know, kind of clear.
Where are we going?
We gotta go back home. It's fixing to rain. We don't want to be out here in the rain, kid. A lot of grass. A lot of grass. Better be careful. What are you doing? Looking at your dress? Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah, I know. She hasn't seen no cow poop yet. Just did. I see G and Ben out in the yard probably wanting to know where we went in the storm. Well, there's bad yonder.
Hurry, Coda, get in.
Look at the sky, Coda.
The winds are pick up.
Have to go first.
It's okay, Ben. Leave them alone. They can trim the bottom. They're okay. Those three are trimmers. We call them the trimmers. Right, baby? Y'all call them trimmers. Well, it is going to swing around and come this way, guys. I thought it was going to push off the other way, but here it comes. So we're home. Yeah, it's starting to drift up this way, so I can see it raining across that field. I'm glad me and Coda Bear got back in time. All right, they all got their shelters all open for them if it gets to raining. These guys are going to stay out and trim shrubs, and they'll go on vegan or carpool, wherever they want to go. Wherever they want to go. These little guys are short. They're not tall. Well, baby will get taller, but they only trim the bottom of the shrubs. Well, medium bottom. She said, well, I can get high, Popo. I can get high. And that's fine. So I let them out every 2 or 3 days just to trim the shrubs. It starts raining, they're running out in a pavilion or they're running in the carport, one or the other. Goats don't like rain. They don't allow water to get on. Well, it's coming down. Me and little Dakota Bear got in just in time. Ivan and all his family are in their house. They're all in there. My 3 little girls are out there in the pavilion. They better be sweet. I bet they mess with everything out there. They're fine. I'll be going out in a little bit, check on Ben. Ben supposed to be over at the barn working. Out of sight, out of mind, all right? Yeah, it's coming down. So, it's fine with me. I need a day off. I'm not going to do nothing today. Just kick back and take it a little bit easy. I hear you. I hear you. All right, I'm going to cut this off, guys. Hope you hit the like button and share with someone. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, okay? I love you guys.